I closed a $10 million deal and gave the money bag to my wife for safekeeping overnight. The next day, I was shocked to find my wife had vanished and her phones were switched off. She left a note saying, "Thanks for the money. I'm starting over with my boyfriend. Good luck starting from scratch." I couldn't help but laugh because the bag she stole was actually filled with fake bills. Part 1. Chapter 1, The Disappearing Act. Closing a $10 million deal feels like standing on the summit of the world. I'd been chasing it for months, traveling from city to city, shaking hands, surviving brutal negotiations and sleepless nights. It wasn't just business, it was my everything. Years of grinding were finally paying off. The final agreement was signed at 7:42 p.m. I remember because I looked at my Rolex and smiled, thinking, this is the moment I'll remember for the rest of my life. What I didn't know was how right I was, just not for the reasons I expected. I brought the physical contract and what they called the celebratory handoff home, a symbolic leather duffel bag filled with placeholder cash. It wasn't the actual transaction, of course, that was wired, clean, legal, but the client had a flair for the dramatic. He wanted me to feel the weight of it. When I got home that night, exhausted but exhilarated, my wife, Rhea, was waiting in silk pajamas, a wine glass in hand. She smiled as I set the bag down. "What's that?" I asked and kissed her forehead. "A trophy, 10 million in proof. The deal's done." Her eyes widened, sparkling. "Is it real?" "Technically," I chuckled, "but it's symbolic, all show. It's packed with fake bills. The real money is in escrow, transferring Monday morning." She laughed with me, but her hands lingered on the bag. "You trust me with it?" she asked playfully. I shrugged. "Why not? You're my wife?" Rhea smiled. "Sweet software, deadly. I'll keep it in the closet tonight," she said, "just in case." I nodded, kissed her goodnight, and collapsed into sleep. When I woke up, she was gone. Her clothes were emptied, the closet stripped, her phones disconnected, and the money bag missing. On the kitchen counter, in place of her usual morning coffee mug, sat a single folded note. "Thanks for the money, babe. I'm starting over with my boyfriend. Good luck starting from scratch. Rhea." I stared at it for a long moment, then I laughed, a deep, uncontrollable laugh that echoed through the kitchen, because the bag she stole was filled with hundreds of fake bills and a GPS tracker. Chapter 2, The Bag of Lies. Rhea thought she was clever. She must have waited until I was in a deep sleep, tiptoed to the closet, grabbed the bag, and fled into the night like some femme fatale in a Netflix heist drama. I imagined her smirking as she closed the door behind her, whispering to herself, "He'll never see it coming." And she was right about one thing. I didn't see it coming. But she didn't see what I had prepared either. See, I didn't just deal with money. I dealt with risk, with snakes in suits and betrayal dressed in smiles. Somewhere deep down, a voice had always whispered that if I ever got too comfortable, I'd lose everything. So months ago, during early contract talks, I had a bag custom-made, indistinguishable from the real thing but filled with high-grade replica currency, perfect for dramatic closings. Stitched into the bottom lining was a GPS tracker disguised as a sewn-in logo tag. Not for theft protection, but for insurance. I sat down at my home office desk and opened the tracking app. There it was, moving southbound at 68 miles per hour, somewhere along Highway 17. And it wasn't just the bag I had my eyes on. I opened my laptop and brought up my cloud camera footage. At 2:17 a.m., I saw Rhea in a hoodie and leggings slipping out the door. At 2:19 a.m., she stopped to kiss someone, blurry but unmistakably tall, scruffy, and smug. His name was Darren, my ex-gym buddy.